I just finished watching this movie for 3 times in a row and I found out 15 amazing hidden details and Easter eggs from the movie. Let's get straight to the point. In the beginning of the movie, you can notice Hiccup setting up a synthetic hand for Weapons Master Gobber. And then, in the end of the movie, Gobber sets up a synthetic leg for Hiccup when he loses one leg during the Alpha Dragon fight. This scene over here was actually foreshadowing the fate of Hiccup. Did you notice something about Gobber's synthetic? He at first had a synthetic hammer installed in the hand, and when he loses that hammer in the dragon fight, it gets replaced with a curved machete. And then, on the day of the semifinals, it gets replaced again with a thumbs up. I wonder how many more designs dude has made for himself. Have you ever wondered why does the Night Fury look like you have seen it somewhere else before? This man is Chris Sanders, and he has been involved in the character design of both Stitch from Lilo and Stitch movie, and then the Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon movie. That's why you will find a similarity between them. A lovely combination of a dragon and a cat. Hiccup is pouring out some fishes off the basket. Nothing important, eh? Now, see this again. Did you notice the physics? The movement physics works as an evidence that those fishes were not real. It was VFX and CGI. That was an amazing cinematography. It looked a lot like Hiccup had those wings and he was stretching out to fly in the sky. And guess what? Within 3 seconds of the cinematic shot, he actually flies in the sky being strapped to the tail of Night Fury. This scene was foreshadowing this aftermath event. This is just a normal explosion scene from the movie, but look at the level of detailing they have done in the explosion. Let's watch it frame by frame. At first, a flicker of light can be noticed, and then a fire coming out from the middle gap of the door. You see the small gaps in 2 different sides of the door? Well, fire comes out from the right gap at first, and then it comes out from the left gap, and then boom. 1 hour into the movie, you can notice the Alpha Dragon biting the tail of a small dragon in front of Astrid. This small incident in the movie was foreshadowing an aftermath event where this same thing bites the tail of Astrid's dragon. Father and son are having a good time together. Looks like a normal scene, but I see a hidden detail over here. This is the only time in the movie you can see Stoic without his Viking helmet. And that's saying something. In the past, he was always in the mental readiness to tackle dragon attacks. But right now, he doesn't need that protection anymore because the truce between humans and dragon has finally been made. On the boat of Stoic, did you notice that small plate submerged in water moving in a circular motion? Well, it was a compass. Back in the past, the Vikings didn't have the magnetic compass. So, they used to cut woods in a circular shape with the direction of north and south sculpted on it, and keep that thing floating in a bowl of water. They would use the floating disc and the sunlight to keep their direction steady. They also used floating stones as an alternative. This looks like a normal scene where the Weapons Master Gobber is eating with all of his students. Now I have seen a small detail over here. If you look closely, while others were given small pieces of meat, Gobber was basically eating an entire chicken. And it makes sense to me judging by the fact that he is the one who works the hardest compared to all the people sitting around him. This movie was all about the Vikings and their sworn enmity with the ferocious dragons. And yet, not even a single human being was killed throughout the entire movie. Not even one. Have you noticed something over here? Let me just explain that. This is a female dragon and Astrid was riding it. This is the skinniest dragon and the skinniest guy in Astrid's friend circle was riding it. This is a twin-headed dragon and these twin siblings were riding on it. This dragon is the chubbiest of all. And then the most chubby boy of Astrid's friend circle was riding on it. The director thought we wouldn't notice that detail, eh? Have you noticed something about Astrid? She had a major character development throughout the entire movie. At first, she had a dislike for Hiccup, and then she started getting jealous of this boy when he began to show some good skills. And then she gets to find out about his little secret friend. She begins to hate the dragon. She gets convinced in the hard way that dragons can be friendly with humans. She falls in love with Hiccup. She risks her own life to save Hiccup in the dragon arena. She motivates Hiccup to do something to save Night Fury from getting executed. And then she didn't even hesitate accepting Hiccup despite the boy losing his one leg. She is a keeper, you know? She is a wifey material. And she kinda looks like the long-lost sister of Gigi Hadid. Anyways, would you like to tell me at least one hidden detail I probably have missed while watching the movie?